Let's dive into it. Draft time, alarm, draft time. What's up, fans? So let's start it. Let's make it official. 31st of March. Let's start draft month. Even though let's use April's draft month, but let's start draft month. Okay. So I already kind of started it with the prospects of quarterbacks. I've already kind of talked about the D-line prospects. I have some more positions to do, so I have about 4 weeks, give or take, before the draft starts. So let's start it all off with the Miami Dolphins 2019 NFL Draft Strategy video. I got some things I want to talk about at the end involving Madden. What? The giveaway. What? And then obviously your guys' comments. But normally I talk about this stuff before the title of the video, but let's jump right into it. So the Dolphins 2019 Draft Strategy. This is what I think they're doing. This is what I'm hearing from them. You know, they like to throw little tidbits in there and, you know, like, hey, we're going to do this, or hey, we're going to do that. First thing is both Flores and Grier said that they are going to draft a quarterback this year, or they're talking or taking serious consideration into drafting a quarterback this year and next year. Now, a lot of people think that means the Dolphins are going to be taking a quarterback the first round this year and they're going to be taking a quarterback first round next year. That's not what I heard. That's not what I'm taking. I honestly think that this year they're really going to focus on building that foundation of the team and really building the foundation of the trenches, O-line, D-line, and putting the weapons that need to be put on this team. I honestly think that they're probably going to really start looking at quarterbacks third and on. So Will Grier is a name that I would like for them to take in the third round. And if they don't, maybe Tyree Jackson in the fourth, fifth. But I honestly see them taking quarterback this year. This is the first time, because last year, I don't think they didn't take quarterback last year, and you know they haven't really took a quarterback in a while. So I think this is the first time you're really going to see them focusing on quarterbacks. But again, not in the first 2 rounds. I think first 2 rounds are going to be really there to produce and help with this team moving forward. So that is what I'm hearing quarterback-wise from this team. You know, they're going to draft one this year and next year, but don't see. Next year, I honestly think they're going to take a quarterback first round. That's wholeheartedly the way I feel. I feel like they're building up picks so they can get whoever they want, whenever they want, wherever they want. But this year, I don't think first-round quarterback. So let's talk about some of the needs that this team has right now. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, you don't have time. How about you list the needs, the things that we don't need? Because it'll be easier for you. Because I know you guys like to comment that stuff. You like to bust my balls. But let's talk about the needs. So, left tackle, we're good. Right tackle, we're not good. Left guard, right guard, center. Hey, we need all four offensive linemen. Maybe not one of the guards because we picked up the Jacksonville Jaguar player, Reed, but we need all guards. Now, when it comes to defensive line, defensive tackles, we have Gotcha, we got Taylor, right? DNs, we have Harris. We brought back Woodard. You know, we still have Akeem Spence's on the team of defensive tackle, but then other than that, it's like we don't really have much. So we need DNs desperately. We need at least 1 or 2 more defensive tackles desperately. If Taylor and Gotcha can stay healthy, then maybe just 1 big defensive tackle. But mostly we need those edge rushers, those pass rushers. Linebacker, we seem to be okay, but you'd be surprised when I talk about, you know, who I would like to target in the first round. If that didn't spoil some things for you. Secondary, we have Xavier Howard, and they're really talking about re-signing him, which I hope they do. Bobby McCain. We need that, you know, boundary corner. I don't see Mika Fitzpatrick going there, even though they keep saying that he's, you know, versatile player, blah, blah, blah. And then safeties, we have Rashad Jones, TJ McDonald, and Mika Fitzpatrick. So safety, no. Corner, not dire need, but we do need that boundary. I know we picked up Rowe from the Patriots, and then we also have Tankersley competing. So we still need that boundary corner. Linebacker is in a dire need, but it's, could be a BPA. Defensive line, yes. Oh my God, yes. Offensive line, yes. Oh my God, yes. Cornerback, not a first rounder. And again, I'm probably I can feel the hatred and the yelling at me that take a quarterback in the first round. You constantly take a quarterback till you find one you want. Not this year. Not this year. No quarterback in the first round, because you got the elite draft talent of offensive linemen, Jawan Taylor and Jonah Williams, and then you got those elite defensive line talents. You can't bypass them to take a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? When there's so many more better quarterbacks next year. So, and then running back, we got Kenyon Drake, Balaj. That's all the running backs we got. We have two. We have two running backs. So they'll probably draft a running back, maybe 5th round, maybe 2nd round, maybe 3rd round. I don't know. They need to bring some more running backs in, please. Don't be surprised if unrestricted free agent you find a gem running back. Unrestricted free agents, you do find your gems. Cameron Wake. That's all I'm going to say. Wide receiver, we have Albert Wilson, Jakeem Grant, Kenny Stills, Devontae Parker, Isaiah Ford, and Bryce Butler. So wide receiver, I don't see them, isn't a dire need to me. A lot of people, and there's some other YouTube channels, one of you guys pointed out a YouTube channel that talked about the Dolphins had the worst offseason, and he mentioned that they have no number 1 wide receiver, which that's debatable. It also depends on your scheme you're running. And then he also said that the Dolphins have no young talent to build on. Now, this YouTube channel has a lot of subscribers, like a lot. So, whatever. But to say that the Miami Dolphins have no young talent to build on is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And, did the guy research what he said? And it's just, no young talent to build off. Kenyon Drake, Kalen Balaj, Laramie Tunsil, Xavier Howard, Mika Fitzpatrick, Raekwon McMillan, Baker, Gottschall, Taylor. I just named so many young talent that they could build off of. They have a great kicker, whatever. So I literally just went off on a tangent about nothing having to do with the draft. So those are the teams that's needs. Needs predominantly for me is offense and defensive line. If you build those needs, if you fortify the offense and defensive line, I've said this probably millions of times, the offense will run like clockwork. The defense will be disruptive if you can get the offense and defensive line stacked. So to me, those are top priorities in this year's draft. So let's talk about draft picks, right? What do the Dolphins have this year when it comes to draft picks? They have a 1st, a 2nd, a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, no 6th because they traded that in the Ryan Tannehill trade, but they have 2 7ths because they got a 7th in the Ryan Tannehill trade, and then they have their own 7th. So if I'm correct, which you guys will correct me if I'm wrong, 2 7ths, no 6th this year. So, first 1 to 5, they have picks and they should utilize those picks. And then next year, they have a ridiculous amount of picks. So not counting compensation, right? They have 1, 2, 3, 2 4s, 5, 2 6s, and 2 7s. So they have 10 draft picks next year in 2020. The 1 7 is from the Jordan Lucas trade to the Chiefs. The one of the 2 6s is because of the Robert Quinn trade, which also I'm hearing, there's this tweet, because I said it in the last week's video, that there is a possibility with compensation if he plays more time, Pro Bowl, the pick could go higher. And 2 4ths, one of them being Ryan Tannehill. Also, if everything goes as planned, they'll get a compensation for Juwan James, which is a 3rd, and a compensation for Cameron Wake, which is a 5th, which means they will have 2 picks in every round except for the 1st and the 2nd. So they'll have 1 1, 1 2, 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s, 2 6s, and 2 7s, giving them 12 picks next year. But we're talking about this year, Doug. Why do you keep talking about next year? Because the future's bright. So that's what the Dolphins have this year with picks, right? They have the 7 picks, just no 6 and 2 7s, but they could take those 2 7s and move up into the 6th and grab anyone if they like what they see. So before I go into some of the names that I'm interested in and I'd like to see the Dolphins maybe potentially look at, let's look at some mock drafts. So I went on NFL.com and they have the 4 columns of people and their mock drafts. And if you look, Kyler Murray's going number 1, and then it's like you could see a little slight variation. Chad Reuter, I'm gonna call him Chad Reuter because I don't give a crap what his name is. His draft is just horrible, his mock draft. And this is why mock drafts are horrible, even though I'm still going to do one. Absolutely horrible. He has the Oakland Raiders trading up with the 49ers to take Drew Lock. Ugh. And then he also, we'll keep looking and you can see like the variations, Ed Oliver, Peter Schrager has him going 4. But then a lot of people don't have Ed Oliver really going until like 12, or friggin' Bucky Brooks doesn't have him going very far. And then this guy, Chad Reuter, has him going 13, but not to the Dolphins. You see the Dolphins picture there, but it's not to the Dolphins because he has the Dolphins trading with the Bills. So they're moving up from 13 to 9. Essentially, I think he said they gave up a third. No. To take Dwayne Haskins. No. I'm not. The Dolphins are not trading up in this draft. If they do, you're going to get a very entertaining draft live stream with me. Hang out, be there, because I'm going to be like, oh my God, the Dolphins are. I honestly, and again, I'm going to go into that with the draft strategy. I honestly don't see the Dolphins trading up. I just can't see the Dolphins trading up. And he has them giving the Bills a third to get Dwayne Haskins. That makes no sense to me. But then if you look at the other 3, Peter Schrager, Lance, and Bucky Brooks, they make more sense. Bucky Brooks and Lance has the Dolphins staying at 13, taking Dwayne Haskins. Again, I'm going to talk about this in 2 seconds. And then Peter Schrager has them taking Christian Wilkins, the defensive tackle from Clemson, which I wouldn't hate that move. I wouldn't hate that move at all if they just sat there and took, that DT. But let's get into what I think the Dolphins should do. Okay, so we looked at that mock draft. Now, if the Dolphins sit there at 13 and Dwayne Haskins or Drew Lock falls to them, which I don't see will happen, I can see teams trading up to get one of the 2 quarterbacks because this is a very quarterback-needy league. If Drew Lock or Dwayne Haskins is there at 13, I'm trading back. I'm picking up more picks. And I can potentially still take some of the people I want. Because if you look at these people's dumbass mock drafts, some of the top elite, defensive tackles and offensive linemen will still be there if we trade back a little bit. So I would trade back. If not, I take the best player on the board. Hands down, the player that you love, not you, but the organization loves, take the best player available. Now, there's some names that, like, even here, I'm looking like, oh, they would fall. If Ed Oliver falls to Dolphins at 13, I'm not trading back and I'm taking Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver, I'm really liking the way he's working. Surprisingly, Devin White, linebacker from LSU, if he falls to 13, I might take him. Now, you might be like, but we need the trenches. You just talked about the trenches, offense and defensive line. Why would you take a linebacker? Because he's a top talent. And for him to fall to 13 would be very surprising to me, and I would maybe jump on him. Devin White, linebacker, LSU. Wouldn't hurt having that, type of speed and, linebacker play. But again, I'm not saying I want it to happen, but if it happens, I'm not going to be upset. Juwan Taylor, Jonah Williams, if those tackles fall to 13, take them. You fill up the right tackle spot. You just got to worry about the interior line. Then you also have Montez Sweat. You have Rashawn Gary. If these guys are there at 13, especially Montez Sweat, I would trade down because I feel like his heart condition is going to start scaring some of these teams and he might fall, so we could trade down and still get his elite player's personality later in the first round. And then again, this draft is absolutely deep at defensive linemen, and I would honestly trade down. Again, if one of these top quarterbacks or one of these top players are there at 13, I would trade down to pick up either a first next year, depending on who wants to jump up that high, or pick up more picks. Like I said, next year, the only rounds that we don't have 2 picks in that round is the first and the second. So Looks really good. But that's what I'm thinking. That's my Dolphins draft strategy. I'd wait on the quarterback. 3rd round, take Will Grier. I would take best player available. Now, defensive line, offensive line, of course. You know, Jawan Taylor's there or Jonah Williams is there. Take them. If you could trade down, trade down. And if they're still there, if there's still the possibilities of getting a top guard or any of these guys, I'd do it. Pick up as many picks as possible because this team has a lot of needs. And that is what I think the Dolphins would do draft strategy-wise. Now, I could be wrong. Like, these guys are with their mock drafts, and I'm going to do a mock draft for the Dolphins, and it's going to be very interesting. But that's what I think. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think about my draft strategy. I know you guys probably want to take a quarterback if Haskins is there, if Drew Lock's there in the 1st round. I know you guys want to jump on it, so let me know. Don't just say, like, no. Just give me a reasoning. Give me, you know, don't call me just an idiot. You could say you're an idiot and then give me reasonings why I'm an idiot. Like, say, like, because Haskins has this and this and this, and I, you know, or the Dolphins need to do this, this, and this. Let me know. Let me know about some of the names I dropped. If you have some names that the Dolphins should take. I know a lot of you guys with the defensive line video brought up Jerry Simmons and why didn't I have him with my top 5, and it's because of the injury. Again, he's probably going to be a 2nd, 3rd round pick, which, again, you take offense, defensive lineman in the 1st round, maybe 2nd round, you take Jerry Simmons. If he's still in the 3rd, take, you know, it's why he's not in the top 5. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not saying he's not elite talent, but his injury is definitely pushing him back. So comment below. Let me know what you guys think, and let me get to your comment of the day. This one comes from Flipper13, and he says to me, Fins will be the worst team in the NFL. What was the purpose of this trade? Quinn would be a free agent next year. A 6th round pick is nada. Now, he's upset that the Dolphins traded Robert Quinn, especially for a 6. He thinks the 6 is nothing. But again, like I said, there was that tweet that they have the potential of getting a better pick the more he plays or the better he plays. But also, you're saying that, you know, he's going to be free agent next year. He also was going to cost about $12 million against the cap, and his production wasn't justified for a $12 million defensive end. I know he was like above average, and I know he had, I think, 8 sacks last year, but the team is going in a different direction, and he probably wouldn't fit what the Dolphins are doing. So instead of cutting him and saving $12 million, they traded him and got 6 and potentially higher draft pick, and saved about $10 million. So, and I don't think the Fins will be the worst team in the NFL. A lot of people think they're tanking. A lot of people think that they're rebuilding. A lot of people think that they are going to be absolutely horrible next year. Don't be surprised if they're not. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not making predictions. I haven't made any predictions yet. When the schedule comes out, it's going to be very hard for me to make predictions because I don't know what this team's going to look like because I haven't seen anyone practice anything. But don't be surprised if they're not the worst team in the league. That's all I'm going to say. But thank you, Flipper13, for the comment. Like usual, guys, always comment below. So now I got 2 things I want to bring up, being that's the end of the video. So if you're still here, thank you for sticking around for this mentioning. So here's my question for you, and I need you guys to comment below and answer this so I know what to do. Madden. Do you guys want me to start playing Madden on this channel? If I get a lot of yeses, if I get a lot of responses that yes, I will. Second question about that, do you want me to start playing Madden right now, or do you want me to wait till the next Madden comes out in August? Comment below, let me know if you want me to do it now, if you want me to wait, and also if you want me to play Madden. Second thing, I'm going to make a specific giveaway video. I'm going to make a specific video that I'm going to need you guys to, if you're already subscribed, to comment on so I can pick out names to put in the randomizer to win the giveaway. So I will let you guys know when that giveaway, well, it's going to say giveaway video, and then I'm going to talk to you, and then we'll do it. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. But follow me on Twitter. As soon as news comes out, I say this all the time. As soon as news comes out, I tweet it to you guys. So be sure to follow me on Twitter. And also, we can chat. You can ask me questions. I'm thinking of doing a Q&A video soon. So I'll take questions from Twitter and also from here. The giveaway predominantly is going to be from here, just so you guys know. It has to be here so I can see. So be sure to follow me on Twitter. Follow the Bit Boys. Been playing video games like crazy. We're going to be playing a ton of new games. We have so much stuff planned for you guys. A lot of you guys have been recommending games that we're going to start playing. So go ahead, go check that out. If you like video games, subscribe. We're almost at 400 subs. I think we're at like 361 right now. So it would mean a lot to me. If you don't like it, it's cool. But if you go over, check it out. We think we're funny. And that overtakes your not liking of video games. Hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. Give this video a thumbs up because draft month on this channel has started. You're getting mock drafts. I'm going to probably do more videos about draft rankings because a lot of you guys think that the Dolphins are one of the worst teams in drafting. So I'm going to start breaking out how many better picks they had versus worst picks, and I'll have criteria and stuff like that. It's draft month for this channel. There'll be other stuff thrown in there, you know, if some breaking news happens or if I think of something I want to throw in there. But give this video a thumbs up for that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already because it's draft month for this channel. We're going to be live streaming the draft. So, draft month. And also subscribe because if you want to be part of the giveaway, you have to be subscribed to the channel. You have to. It's a rule that I'm making because you guys helped me break 4,000 subscribers. I'm already past 4,100 subscribers because you guys are awesome. Why do you think I'm doing a giveaway? Because you guys are awesome. What do you want me to do? You're awesome. You keep being awesome. My channel keeps growing, and I don't know what to do with myself. You know what I know what to do? Keep making more content for you guys because you guys are awesome. You keep subscribing. I keep making content. It's a give and take relationship. So let's keep doing this. I'll see you guys probably Monday with another video, or maybe Tuesday. It's definitely Monday or Tuesday, but you're getting another video from me. The offensive line prospect videos. It's kind of going to come out really soon. I'm thinking Friday or Saturday, but other than that, I will see you guys really soon. Thank you guys for helping me break 4K. Thank you guys for helping this channel keep growing. I love all of you guys. Fins up. Stay classy first, and then fins up.